Do you remember the days when owning a BlackBerry was the ultimate sign of success? When its iconic QWERTY keyboard and secure email service made it the go-to phone for business professionals and world leaders. BlackBerry was once the king of the smartphone world, dominating the market with its sleek design and innovative features. But somehow, in just a few short years, the brand completely collapsed. How did the company that once had such a strong grip on the tech world lose it all? What went wrong? In this video, we'll explore the rise and insane fall of BlackBerry, a tech giant that couldn't adapt to the changing world around it. The story is a mix of arrogance, missed opportunities, and ultimately, an inability to keep up with the competition. BlackBerry's journey to becoming a global tech titan began in the late 1990s. It all started with the vision of Mike Lazaridis, the co-founder of Research in Motion, RIM. At a time when mobile phones were primarily used for voice calls, Lazaridis saw the potential for smartphones to be used for much more. In 1999, the first BlackBerry device was introduced, featuring a built-in keyboard that allowed users to easily send and receive emails on the go. This innovation instantly made BlackBerry a hit among business professionals who valued secure, reliable communication. By the early 2000s, BlackBerry had become the leading smartphone brand for corporate executives, government officials, and high-profile individuals. The company's focus on security, email functionality, and user experience gave it a unique edge over its competitors. At its peak in 2007, BlackBerry had over 20 million subscribers and was recognized as the top mobile device for productivity. But little did they know, the world of mobile technology was about to change forever. One of the first major warning signs came in 2007, when Apple launched the iPhone. The iPhone was unlike anything BlackBerry had seen before, with its sleek touchscreen interface and focus on user-friendly design. While BlackBerry devices were still clunky with their signature physical keyboards, Apple's device introduced a new way of interacting with technology through a modern, intuitive touch interface. Another major issue was BlackBerry's failure to adapt quickly to the changing demands of consumers. While other companies were embracing apps and the rapidly growing mobile internet culture, BlackBerry's software remained limited. The app world, launched in 2009, was a late response to the thriving app ecosystems of iOS and Android. But it was already too little, too late. BlackBerry's reliance on its secure email service and business-oriented features became a disadvantage as the wider market shifted towards entertainment, social media, and consumer-driven apps. Internally, BlackBerry also struggled with leadership changes and a lack of innovation. While competitors were constantly pushing boundaries, BlackBerry's rigid business model made it difficult for them to stay relevant. These warning signs, though often downplayed at the time, would ultimately set the stage for BlackBerry's dramatic fall from the top. Apple's App Store, launched in 2008, became an instant success, allowing third-party developers to create a massive ecosystem of apps for users. This gave iPhone users access to a wide range of functionalities, from social media to games to productivity tools. Meanwhile, BlackBerry was still focused on its corporate market, offering limited options for casual or entertainment use, which turned away a growing number of potential consumers. Android, on the other hand, provided a more open platform, allowing various manufacturers to build smartphones on the Android operating system. This resulted in a flood of affordable, high-quality smartphones that appealed to a wider range of users. Brands like Samsung, HTC, and LG quickly capitalized on the Android ecosystem. By the time BlackBerry attempted to innovate with its own touchscreen devices, it was already too late. Apple and Android had already captured the lion's share of the market, and BlackBerry's once stronghold on the smartphone world was slipping away. As BlackBerry faced mounting pressure from rivals like Apple and Android, internal issues further exacerbated its downfall. In 2007, co-CEOs Mike Lazaridis and Jim Balsillie were replaced by a series of executives who failed to stabilise the company's direction. This constant turnover created a lack of continuity and vision, leaving BlackBerry adrift in a rapidly changing market. Lazaridis and Balsillie, who had been integral in BlackBerry's rise, failed to recognise the need for a dramatic shift in strategy as the smartphone landscape evolved. Their attempts to create a new operating system with BlackBerry 10 came too late, and the software was riddled with issues, leaving users frustrated. Even their much-hyped Playbook tablet failed to catch on due to its lack of essential features, like email and calendar support. By the early 2010s, it was clear that BlackBerry's decline was inevitable. The final crash came in 2013 when BlackBerry reported massive losses, marking the end of an era. The company had failed to adapt to the modern smartphone market and was now a shadow of its former self. BlackBerry's attempt to reinvent itself as a software company failed to gain traction, and in 2016 it officially announced it would stop manufacturing smartphones. The fall of BlackBerry is a fascinating story of triumph, failure, and missed opportunities. It serves as a powerful reminder of how quickly the tech world moves and how essential innovation is to survival. However, BlackBerry as a corporation still exists, specializing in cybersecurity software. If you enjoyed this deep dive into BlackBerry's rise and fall, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tech stories and history lessons. Share your thoughts on what BlackBerry could have done differently in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.